right, folks, Joseph here. Today we have an interesting one, which is my one experience with theft on Turo in 5 minutes. So what happened here, Maserati Gran Turismo, car that went out the most by far, morning of, didn't come back. So with Turo, you must wait 24 hours. Nothing can happen. You cannot call the police or do anything. They won't help you before 24 hours. Excuse me. So once that has passed, they assign you a recovery rep. And this is my sort of stream with the recovery rep. This person was actually pretty robust. They're able to kind of do what they have to do to get the car back, and Turo's repo team will take care of it, meaning they will send the truck, flatbed it, bring it back to you at the guest's expense, and then send the guest a pretty gratuitous bill of which you get a lot of. Like, for example, this was a $200 trip. The bill ended up being $1,100 for this guest because they charge the guest after 30 minutes for the next day, and then they'll charge him a pretty nice recovery fee that you get a chunk of when they actually have to recover the car. You can charge a cleaning fee pretty much at the drop of a hat at that point. It doesn't have to be smoked in. So you get up there. They charge over mileage fees for the days, for the extra days or two. But anyway, so the story, we found the car. Obviously, you keep a bouncy on the car at all times. In the Maserati, the bouncy is able to be hidden, which is great. Found the car at West Point, actually on a military base, which was crazy, and was not getting anything from the guest. I called 5 or 6 times. I texted it. It was documented. We're collaborating. I'm collaborating with Turo at this point on getting the car back in that base, talking about, whether it's gated, how to get in, finding the contact for the base so that they could let the tow truck in. But basically, this whole thing was just a completely crazy, delusional guest. And I got this message from him after. He didn't respond to me during, and finally, after Turo called him 5 or 6 times, he was like, whoops. And this is what he said to me, which I think is cuckoo bananas. It was basically, he's pleading and apologizing for an extra day. You take care of it later. He tried extending on the app. He couldn't figure it out. He wanted to do a photo shoot. Sorry I stressed you out, is what he said. He sent me some photos. He got the car detailed, which is absolutely bananas for a rental. And this was his excuse. He didn't feel like returning the car dirty, so he said, I'll just clean it and present it to him, all while saying nothing to me. So my case was basically a completely delusional guest. Did I go to the police and file a stolen report? Absolutely I did, because after 48 hours, not knowing where the car is, you start to do these things. And I don't know, I probably wouldn't press charges because it was just a dumb kid, but there's supposed to be a case pending for this, for some minor auto theft, whatever they're calling it. But net, let's talk about the takeaways. 1, you must wait 24 hours. 2, it's imperative that you have a GPS tracker in your vehicle, a real GPS tracker. You are lost without it. You need to get it. You should get one hardwired and hidden, maybe even multiple, a bouncy and something else. Bouncy can be unplugged easily if people know where to look. 3, Turo will make you whole if they can find the car. They will bring it back to you, and the guest will pay massive damages. What is not clear here is in the event of actual professional thieves who know how to disable these systems, or in the event when your vehicle is headed somewhere where it's not supposed to go, what happens then? So what I would recommend is get your GPS in place and set borders. Set notifications for when there's more than 100 miles between you and the car. That'll protect you. You can begin to watch your car more closely when it's gone more than 100 miles away, or you set alerts for port cities. Baltimore, Newark's a little tough because it's close to New York, but destinations like that, even Boston, there are places, or, God forbid, the Canadian border. Be safe, guys. You don't want to lose your car. It'll take a very long time to get that paid out. It's been Joseph here. Cheers.